There is a profound inefficiency built into the way most of the modern world eats meat. Muscle tissue steaks, chicken breasts, ground beef dominates the Western plate. Meanwhile, the liver, heart, kidneys, bones, and connective tissue that once fed generations are discarded or processed into pet food. The Inuit of Greenland operated on a different logic entirely. When a seal or caribou was taken, all of it was used. The organs were often consumed first, recognized instinctively as the most nutrient-dense portions. The stomach contents of ptarmigan and seal provided additional nutrients and even carbohydrates in a landscape where plant food was essentially unavailable. Nothing was wasted because nothing could be wasted. This nose-to-tail approach is not merely an ethical or environmental choice, it is a nutritional one with significant scientific grounding. Organ meats are, by most measures, the most concentrated sources of micronutrients available in the human food supply. Beef liver contains more vitamin A than almost any other food on Earth. It provides abundant B12, folate, iron in highly bioavailable heme form, copper, zinc, and CoQ10. Heart muscle is particularly rich in CoQ10, riboflavin, and collagen precursors. Kidneys deliver selenium at exceptional levels. Compared to muscle meat, these organs provide micronutrient density that is often 10 to 100 times higher per gram of protein. The ancestral diet was dense with these foods. The modern diet is almost entirely without them. The cultural barriers to organ meat consumption in the contemporary West are real and should not be dismissed as mere squeamishness. For most people reading this, organ meats were not part of childhood eating. The flavors are intense. The textures are unfamiliar. The category itself carries connotations of poverty or desperation. Getting past this resistance is not about forcing unpleasant foods on unwilling people. It is about gradual, well-prepared introductions. Chicken liver pâté is a reasonable starting point. Finely ground liver blended into beef burgers at a ratio of 1 part liver to 4 parts ground beef is nearly undetectable in flavor. Heart prepared slowly with aromatics is tender and rich in a way that reads as good cooking rather than nutritional endurance. The bone broth case deserves its own note. Traditional populations consumed gelatin and collagen from bones and connective tissue in quantities that modern populations essentially never reach. Glycine, the dominant amino acid in collagen, plays roles in sleep regulation, inflammation modulation, and joint health that are receiving increasing research attention. Simmering bones for extended periods extracts these compounds into the broth in meaningful quantities. The warning here is practical rather than medical. Organ meats from conventionally raised factory animals carry a heavier load of accumulated veterinary pharmaceuticals and environmental toxins than muscle meat does, partly because organs are the filtration and processing centers of the body. For those incorporating offal into regular eating, sourcing from pasture-raised, grass-fed animals matters more than it does for muscle cuts. This is one area where the quality of the source is not a luxury consideration. It is a basic one.